Loud. Today is training number 261. Topic title for today, the training is those with limited time. I'm going to give each and every one of you access to today's training as well. So let me do a share screen. And again, thanks for everybody jumping on that is here today, both on social media as well as on Zoom. Now, if you're an individual who feels like you wish you had a little bit more time to get things done, it could be your personal life, your business life, or exercise or whatever, feel like you need a little bit more time, put a 111 inside the chat, because I've been there myself. I thought, if I just had more hours in the day, I know I could get more things accomplished, which in part is true. But the reality is whether we're the president of our country or a person who's homeless, we have 24 hours a day. No one gets any more. All right. And so I want to talk about this today on how you can do this even with limited time. Reason why I say this is the majority of people in this industry, whether it's with trading or network marketing, they do this on a part-time basis. Most people have full-time jobs, or they're stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, they've got kids. And so they're only really able to do this on a part-time basis. So the question is what to do about it. Well, number one is you've got to be smarter about what you're doing. So I'm talking about like focus time, focus time, efficient time. So making use of the hours that are allotted to you. So when someone says I'm grinding, I'm working, we know that a lot of those times they're just scrolling. They're not grinding, they're scrolling. They're looking at social media. And so the hours that you have, if it's an hour or 2 hours a day, part-time that you could do this, you've got to be smarter. You've got to be more focused about what you're doing in that time that you have allotted to you. Let me just give you an analogy that I think that will help you guys understand what I'm talking about. So if I only had 30 minutes a day at the gym, but I bring in my cell phone, and every time I do a set, I'm looking at my cell phone, well, then I'm not going to have a very good workout. I can't get in as many reps. I can't get in as many sets. So when you look at your business, when you look at your trading, it's the same thing. If you are distracted by social media while you're trying to learn how to trade, or whether you're trying to build a business, well, then you're not making a good use of your time. Here you have a 1 to 2 hour window. You're not making a good use of your time. So it's not the time. It's about how I'm using the time, how I'm staying focused and concentrating on the time that I have to me. So that's why I say you've got to be smarter about what you're doing within that time and be more focused. Okay. And here's another thing for people who say, I don't have time, then one of my responses would be, then you need residual income. Now, the reason why I say this is because before I got into this industry, all I thought was work, get paid, work, get paid, work, get paid. This is an industry where in network marketing, direct sales, you have the opportunity to start create residual income, which means whether you're there or not, money can keep coming in. Now, let's be real. As time goes by, the reality is that all the income could go away if people don't see our face, right? But you can start to create residual income. For example, I'll put it this way. If I didn't work the rest of this month, I would still get paid. I've built a customer base big enough on subscriptions that if I just took off the whole month or the whole summer, I would still get paid. Now, eventually it would probably start to become less. All right. But when a person says, I don't have time, really what that says to me is they're trading time for dollars. And then on top of that, they are not creating residual income and not making good use of the time. So this is why you need to compound your money. We talk about that with trading, but also with the business. You need residual income that does not require your time or presence. Now, of course, you're putting in the time to create the residual, but you get to the point where you could technically put in less time and money still comes in. And so this is where you're not trading that time for dollars, because it's work, get paid, and then work, get paid. That is network marketing as you really start to grow an organization. That's why I love this industry, is because it gives you that opportunity to create residual, passive, ongoing income. Okay. Another thing, create content. This is one of the things I've done now for over 10, 15 years is I'm constantly posting up videos. In fact, for those who end up watching this on YouTube, you're watching a video right now. You'll see it on Instagram, you'll see it on YouTube, you'll see it on Facebook, different posts. And I'll be transparent with you. I have not reached out to anybody in almost 8 years. I've enrolled thousands of personals. I haven't reached out to anybody. So what has that done? Is leveraging my time. I'm using videos, webinars, posts, articles. I'm attracting people to me. Now, I used to have to chase after friends and family and beg them to join my business because I wanted to make money. But today I don't do that. In fact, I'll never do that again. I really believe that you can get yourself to a point where you have enough influence that if you put up a post about protein powder, people will hit you up. If you put up a post about trading, people will hit you up. You have enough content out there to where you are attracting people to you rather than you going after people. And this is why content is so important. You can go on my YouTube channel right now and you can see I've made videos from years ago, all right, that I literally have millions of views. In fact, I think that my YouTube channel is somewhere around 5 or 6 million views, something like that. I have around 55,000 subscribers. I continue to put out the information. Why? Not just to attract people to me, but to give real value. And people really like receiving value, especially when it's free like this. I don't charge anything for this, right? If I give you value, you guys want to plug in, great. And that's what you can start to create on your social media, is enough content where people start reaching out and asking you for the information, okay? All right, so another thing. When a person says, I have lack of time, I've quoted for years Zig Ziglar. He said, it's not lack of time, it's lack of direction. It's priority, right? Well, when a person says lack of time, then double your effort. Wake up earlier. Whatever it takes, you do. If I have to double my effort, that means I have to work harder. If I have less time to exercise, less time with my family, less time with my business, that means I need to be even more focused. That means I need to double down, as some people call it, right? I'm going to double my effort. If my time is really squeezed, I say, man, I'm a single mom. I've got 4 kids. I got a full-time job. And between the job and the kids, I barely have enough time to myself at all, right? And that's where we have to step up and we have to start doubling our efforts. If we want to change our situation, that means we have to change something about what we're doing. There's no excuse. I have seen plenty of single moms, single dads make it happen. There's no excuses. We can do it, okay? Here's another thought when a person says lack of time. Get up earlier if you have to. I heard a person, and I did a Facebook post today, and they said, I'm just not a morning person. Well, first of all, if you join the military, nobody says that. They force you to become a morning person, all right? I'm not a morning person. You are any kind of person that you want to be. Stop thinking that you are not a certain thing. If results are what you're after, if changing your circumstances is what you're after, then double your efforts. Do whatever it takes. I'm turning 43 and my body is changing. That means that I have to be more focused and efficient with my workouts, with my eating. I'm not perfect. I don't eat perfect. I don't work out perfect, but I'm very consistent. So I have found ways over the years to get the food that I need that's good, and I can have a cookie or chips here and there, not a big deal. So that way I create a little bit of balance in my life, I still enjoy life. And then with my workouts, as the years have gone on, is I've actually been able to do less, meaning more efficient with my time, more focus, less distractions. So this is the key. If for a season of your life, you have to get up a little bit earlier, maybe you're sacrificing a little bit of sleep. And I'm not saying sacrifice sleep to the point where you're not able to function during the day. That's not what I'm talking about, because we want to live a long, good quality of life, right? And sleep is extremely important. But if you're looking for results, if you're looking to change your circumstances, you need to double your efforts. In 2023, things are going to change for you in your favor. But in order to do that, that means that we need to do what? Maximize the time that is allotted to us. I'm going to give you guys an example. I'm going to take this off a screen share just for a second. I'm actually going to drop this in the chat. And for anybody who goes back and they end up seeing this after the fact, I'm going to give each and every one of you access to this. Just hit me up on social media. So in the chat right now, I'm going to post an example of what my day looks like. All right. Now, I follow this pretty dang good as far as all the details of what I do during the day. Okay. And the same goes for my exercises. So anybody that wants to gain access to what a normal day for me would look like, then just hit me up on Instagram or YouTube or wherever, and I'm going to send this to you. So I'm going to drop in the chat right now for you guys a breakdown of what this will look like. So I just gave you that, and let me give you an example of the workouts. Okay. All right. So go ahead and hit me up on there. Now, I want to say one other thing that I think is important for you guys to understand. Every single thing that you do every day, because every single individual who's watching this right now, they all have the same amount of hours each and every day. Just know that it does not matter. It does not matter. And I really want to key in on this. It does not matter the amount of hours that you have or don't have. Everybody can do it. You know why I know that? If I was in your situation, I'd make it happen. Because guess what? I've had my own situations in life. All right. I've had my own situations in life. Everybody's got situations. Everybody's got circumstances. Everybody has different trials and tribulations. All right. We would make it happen regardless, no matter what that situation is. And some of those situations are very difficult. So I want to mention that for some of you watching this right now, some of your situations are very difficult. And almost all the situations are difficult. Different types of trials, tribulations, adversities, and setbacks. But we would make it happen anyway, because we don't make excuses for time. We create time. We're time creators. We maximize and laser focus on the time that is allotted to us. We don't waste time. While other people are watching TV, which is the television, which means it tells the vision of your life, what are we doing watching TV? Listening to all this music. These people are millionaires. We're listening to their songs. We're making them money. We ourselves are not making any money. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to music. I think it's important. I think music can be extremely inspirational. But I think the point I'm trying to make is sometimes we are wasting our time. We're watching other people live. It could be our shows. It could be video games. It could be social media. The time is there. What are you going to do? If you had a family member right now, a mom or dad that contracted cancer, I promise you'd make time for that individual. You know why? Because it's a priority. The desire would certainly be there. Wouldn't take anything to create it. You'd have, quote, no problem getting out of bed, being a morning person. A trip to Hawaii, you got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Had no problem getting up then, but on a Saturday morning at 7 or 8 o'clock, I can't get up. I'm not a morning person. It comes down to desire. It comes down to priority. What are the priorities of your life? Les Brown said this one time. I want to share it with you. I'm going to close this out. Do you really want to win? Do you really want to win? I mean, for me, the answer is yes. And you can see from individuals behind me like Jordan, I've really wanted to win in life. You know what? I'm winning right now. I've won in the past. I'm winning today. I'm going to win in the future because I declare it. The question is, do you really want to win? Or do you want to just continue to be whacked, thumped, and jackhammered by life, play the victim, point the finger, and not live the extraordinary life? I believe that that's not you. The fact that you're on here right now is that you do want to win. And some of you are winning right now, and some of you are on the way. And that life can change in your favor starting today. You got to make that decision. No more excuses. I don't have time. It's not time, which is a problem. It's lack of direction. When you change the priorities of your life, you will find a way to make the time. You know, I find so many individuals tell me all the time that I just don't have time to go to the gym. If I was in your, what are you talking about in my position? You don't have 6 kids. They say, you know, I don't have time to exercise. But then the doctor says, we're going to have to remove the foot, Mrs. Smith. And then all of a sudden they start eating right, taking water, going to the gym. It took something catastrophic for them to start making the time that became a priority to them. All right, so guys, this is my training today. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram right now, put a name in inside the chat box. Do the same if you're on Zoom. I love you guys. I care about each and every one of you. I want you to succeed. You must choose it. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next training.